Hello everyone, it is Briximus Prime back for another Marvel Legends video, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 21 Marvel Legends of the year 2021. Now, just to set some rules here, these are not all of these are Marvel Legends that released this year. All of these figures in the list are Marvel Legends that I just purchased, so some of them might be older ones that I got this year, and some of them might be newer ones from this year, and it's kind of a mixed list. So let's just get right on into it, starting with those honorable mentions. First honorable mention, we have the Abomination Waves Marvel, very plain figure with barely any accessories, and I just don't really care for this figure. If you didn't buy him for the Build-A-Figure piece, then you must be a die-hard Marvel fan. Now, and then also the other honorable mention goes to the leader, and the leader, again, don't really care for this figure that much. He looks great, and he has a lot of great articulation for action-packed poses, but it's very out of character for leader to be in action-packed poses, so it's kind of useless. And now getting in at number 21, we have the Marvel Legends Abomination Waves Rage. My problem with Rage, he has no accessories. He could have come with like a cracked crowbar or even like a pipe or something, but he also doesn't have that printing on the back of the jacket. And so this guy does kind of go at the bottom because he didn't really impress me all that much. But he's not that bad of an action figure itself. And now getting in number 20, we have the Abomination Waves Mach 1. This guy isn't an, really iconic, amazing character, but the action figure was translated very well with new mold and new parts. With no he doesn't have any accessories, but that backpack with the wings makes up for that. And he still is a very nice looking figure. He's just, he's just very obscure to really care about. Now getting at number 19, we have the Disney Plus Loki figure. I like this guy. He could have used some more accessories because he is a very plain figure, but again, they couldn't have given us accessories without it being a spoiler. But overall, I do like the figure. He doesn't deserve to be at the bottom of the list, but he definitely deserves to be a little higher because I do love Loki and I did like the show. Now getting in at number 18, we have the Marvel Legends Shang-Chi Death Dealer. My main issue with this guy is that his skirt piece, it hinders his leg articulation, and this is a guy who knows a lot of kung fu. I wish he, in martial arts, I wish he had more leg pose ability so he can translate that martial arts into figure form. But other than that, the figure's fine. He also had a lot of issues in the movie. I wish they gave him more screen time and more character development, but this isn't a movie review. Now getting in at number 17, we have the Miss Marvel from the Abomination Build-A-Figure Wave. And I played the video game, I liked Miss Marvel, and I've read her comics, I liked the character. I missed out on the one that was in the Sandman Build-A-Figure Wave, so I actually appreciated getting this figure. And yeah, I have nothing to complain about, like the accessories and articulation, just wish her head could look up a little bit more. And now getting in at number 16, we have the Disney Plus Waves Baron Zemo. Love this figure. His articulation is a little bit hindered by the jacket, which I keep having problems with figures with that. But I still like this guy because we didn't get one for the Civil War wave, so I'm glad he came with the red book and all these other accessories. And overall, just a great depiction of this character in action figure form. And now coming in at number 15, we have the Marvel Legends Black Panther Waves Black Panther. And I really do like this figure, though it is not the best Black Panther action figure out there. But I am still happy to finally have one in my collection. I like the butterfly joints and articulation and the detail. Just wish that he had some things improved. But again, this is an older figure, so I probably should have waited. But he still deserves to be on the list. And coming in at number 14, we have the Stilt Man Build-A-Figure Waves Peter B. Parker from Into the Spider-Verse. Love this guy. His jacket does hinder his articulation a little bit, just like some other figures, but it's not impossible. I've managed to get this guy in some pretty good poses. My only complaint is I wish that I hope Hasbro makes another version of this guy, but where he's not the hobo version, he's just the regular Into the Spider-Verse Spider-Man. And maybe he'll come with some extra accessories that can add on to this guy. Now getting into number 13, we have the Stilt Man Build-A-Figure Waves Prowler from Into the Spider-Verse. My main issue with this figure is not in its articulation like Peter B. Parker, but I wish he came with an alternate pair of hands that had the clawed hands, where this guy just has those weird-looking grabby hands, and he doesn't pull off some poses that I wish he could, but I do still like the figure a lot. And coming in at number 12, we have the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Retro Waves Sandman. I missed out on that Sandman Build-A-Figure, and this was a nice way to get him again. I love the head and the fist and the club, and just love those alternate hands. My only complaint is he does get a little top-heavy and topples over, but overall, great Sandman. Love to have him in the collection. Now getting into number 11, we have the Abomination Build-A-Figure, the Gamerverse one, and yeah, I do like the figure. He's got a lot of nice articulation and texturing on the skin, and it's a great Build-A-Figure. I like how big and chunky he is. He doesn't have any accessories, but he's still great without them. And overall, just a great Build-A-Figure, and I really wish we could get more Build-A-Figures like this in the future. Coming in at number 10, we have the comic book Deluxe Marvel Legends Thanos. This figure surprised me. I was kind of on the fence about getting him at first, but after getting him in hand and playing with him, this figure really surprised me. He's bright, he's colorful, he comes with a lot of great accessories and articulation, and just overall, like, this guy really surprised me, and I really like this figure a lot more than I thought I would. The only thing about Thanos is that I also kind of bought him as an accessory to go with this Supervillains Wave Doctor Doom, so that I can have this Doctor Doom actually rip out his skull and spine. And I really do like this Doctor Doom. I have the original green, comic book Doctor Doom, and I still like, and I feel like this mold really still holds up. It's just not as good as that original Doctor Doom, but that's why this guy is still within my top 10. Now getting into number 8, we have the Marvel Legends Lizard Build-A-Figure Waves Mysterio. This figure also really surprised me. At first, I was only getting this guy to get the Build-A-Figure piece to complete Lizard, but after pulling this guy out of the package and really playing around with him and those blast effects and that head underneath the cape, I actually like this guy a lot, and I didn't realize how great of a figure this guy really was, and they did reissue him in that vintage wave, but I like the colors on this one better, and also he comes with those green effects that really make him shine on the shelf. And now getting into number 7, we have the Marvel Legends Spider-Man No Way Home's Doctor Strange. I like this figure quite a lot, and it's almost like a 2-pack, because you're also getting the cape, and the cape can come on and off and almost act like its own separate character. I like the new hand effects with those orange magic hands, and I like how Doctor Strange looks so lifelike in that face sculpt. My only reason he's lower on the list is because the lower legs, just like Death Dealer and Baron Zemo, they are hindered by the plastic like tunic. And now coming in at number 6, we have the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Miles Morales. I loved the video game this guy came from, and this figure translates so well from the video game into figure form. My only complaint is I wish that the lightning hands were more of fists, not open hands, because it's meant to be a Venom punch, not a Venom grab. But other than that, love this figure, love its articulation, and just everything about this guy is just top-notch. And now getting in at number 5, we have the Marvel Legends Venom movies Venom figure. And even though those Venom movies were not the best movies, I still liked them enough to get this figure. And again, this figure, just like the Thanos, surprised me a lot with its articulation and detail. And this just has got to be one of my favorite figures of the year, and he deserves to be in my top 5. Now coming in at number 4, we have the Ursa Major Build-A-Figure Waves Ultron. My problem with this figure is it doesn't have a whole lot of molded detail. It could have made up in that with more accessories, but it doesn't really have that much accessories. But I come back to this figure a lot to come play with him because he has so much fun posability and playability to him that I just can't stop putting him down and playing with him. And I really love this Ultron a lot. Now, coming in at number 3, I bought the re-released version of this after it sold out on Big Bad Toy Store. I got the Marvel Legends Venom Pool Build-A-Figure Waves Carnage. I love the texturing and everything and the accessories on this guy, and he's just the most definitive Carnage. The only reason this guy did not get in second or first is because I wish he still came with that axe hand that the original Marvel Legends Carnage came with. And now getting at number 2, we have the Marvel Legends Stiltman Build-A-Figure Waves Miles Morales from the game Spider-Verse, and I love this figure. Great detail and articulation, so accurate to the cartoon. And I'm just amazed with how this figure came out, and he just deserves to be at second place. And coming in at number 1, we have the Marvel Legends Infinity Saga Surtur. This figure rocks. I cannot, this isn't exaggerating anything. This guy my only issue is he has hindered articulation in the shoulders, but he makes up for what he loses in articulation in the sheer size of the figure. He's 13 inches tall with one of the biggest action figure swords I have seen, and with all the sculpted detail of the molten skin and the horns and the little bits of fire coming off of him, he just deserves to be at number 1. I'd be doing this figure a disservice if he wasn't at number 1. And that's basically it for this video. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Also, be sure to comment down below what your top Marvel Legends of the year were. And if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like on the video. Be sure to subscribe for more, Marvel Legends and action figure videos. And yeah, thank y'all for watching. This has been Briximus Prime, and I'll catch you guys next time.